Might wanna buckle up, baby.
Punch it, I'm Logan, and welcome back to That's Just Crait, the podcast where we talk about everything Crait about Star Wars. I'm joined by my friends Hannah, Hunter, and Jacob. It's been a while since we last recorded. Yeah, everybody say hi.
Hi.
It's been a while since we last recorded, but hopefully not too long since you've seen our last episode. Not a ton to talk about today, but we do have our little topics. We'll keep it nice and chill. If we want to sort of check in, how's everybody doing today?
You know, I'm doing pretty okay. Thank you, Logan. I appreciate you asking.
Yeah, it was more of a general polite
I just
thing
thought,
to do.
like,
So
you know,
yes,
as my friend, you were just checking in to be kind, but, you know, maybe I was wrong.
No, it was more of an obligation. It was a professional.
As you know,
obligation.
Kindness is the new punk rock.
Kindness is the new.
That's
punk
what they're
rock.
saying.
What's everybody up to these past couple
Whoa.
weeks? I feel like there's been something
That's what
that's
they've
kind
been
of
saying.
been at the forefront of my
No,
mind. at
it's
least.
actually, if I feel like some people may have noticed, but our latest podcast episode was actually recorded like a month ago.
Yeah.
So lots has happened.
A lot has happened.
Yeah, there's been a big movie at the forefront of my mind, and I know a few of our other people. I do want to talk about it just because it's been ticking.
Well, we kind of will be talking
I'm
about it
so
a little
super-
bit later on.
Yeah.
Kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
You bet.
probably
That's a little
will. I do want to get out of the way,
foreshadowing, if you
though.
will.
I'm so Superman pilled. I'm unbelievably Superman pilled right now.
I guess you could say
I've seen it 5 times and counting.
You've seen it 5 times
That's
now?
insane.
I need to
5
I need
times
to
and
see
counting.
it 5 more times.
Honestly, me too.
Real.
If I wasn't here,
Hannah
I'd be seeing it right
latest.
now.
I just can't
Huh?
believe
Yeah.
I just can't believe that it's been a decade now since the last Superman movie, you know? Like, it's just been that long.
Has it?
Bro has not seen DC League of Super Pets.
Listen,
Yeah.
okay. I how could I forget
fake,
pure cinema?
Fake,
How foolish of
Yeah.
me. Where they tease Black Adam
fake
Dog
cinephile.
as the villain
That's so crazy.
for the second one. That
A movie where he's already being voiced by The Rock.
yeah,
But
Yeah.
the Black Adam
Oh my
verse.
Logan, the hierarchy of power is just
Black
about
Adam
to
versus
change, you know?
crazy. Yeah.
People are going to be
Just not
listening
the
to
way
this like
you
they're
want.
not a Star Wars podcast.
Being like yeah. Did we click on the right podcast? We're still a Star Wars podcast.
They're hack frauds.
I had a friend tweet out that like they're like nobody's beating the My Fandom is Dead allegations quite like Star Wars Twitter, and I was like kind of real because I feel like
Yeah.
there's just been kind of nothing going on at the moment. At least on like my end of things. I don't know about you guys.
It's been dry.
I feel like that's
All,
a good time
all I've
to
seen
like.
is Superman and Death Stranding right now.
What were you going to say, Hannah?
Hannah?
My bad. My bad.
I said I
I
feel like it's
apologize.
a good time to like pick other things up though, like how
Yeah.
Jacob like read the books, or like I was reading the books. I know the last episode I said I had started Dark Disciple. I have since finished it, and I had plans to start reading The Princess and the Scoundrel next. I just haven't started it yet.
Such a good one.
Isn't that one like
Princess
basically an advertisement for the Halcyon?
So you would
That's what I remember.
Yeah.
people
think
saying
so,
about
but
it.
it's actually done very well within
Kinda,
the
yeah.
story. And I feel like now
Okay,
that it doesn't
Jacob.
exist
That means
a lot
anymore,
coming
it's
from
like,
you.
It's a really good thing.
you know. But like I will say to piggyback off of what Hannah just said, like it is nice to know that like even though we have a dry spell, it's really cool seeing people like reading the books and the comics, and I've really seen a lot of people on the TL just reading like the expanded universe stuff, which you wouldn't expect.
Yeah.
Bro said TL
I-
out loud.
I said it.
I said TL.
Why?
He knew that it was too late after it came out of his mouth.
I had gone too far. What's the thing that Darth Vader says? He's like, it is too late for me.
It is too late for me, son.
You must go.
But speaking of books and stuff, we're not going to be in a dry spell that much longer.
Yeah, we got Rebuild the
'Cause-
Galaxy coming out in a couple
Well,
months.
we have
Yeah.
some new books on the way.
We do have some
Oh,
books
yes.
on the way. So
Well-
I guess
Yes, but we're jumping into that. Wait, we haven't done our thing yet. We haven't stay on target. Hannah did hers. Hunter, what have you been up to?
We didn't even introduce the section. We're so bad
Can
at
we
this.
redo
Well, because you
this?
already got into it.
I've been
Guys, we're not
I've
redoing
been-
this. We are vibing. We're pushing
one
through.
take. One take.
Yeah.
We got
Yeah,
stuff
we are a one
This
take
is going to
podcast.
be
Okay.
busy.
the most basement yard episode we've had yet.
Because all that what our podcast promotes is authenticity.
That
right?
is
And-
true.
Yeah, Hunter, what have you been
Anyway.
up to with Star Wars? Stay on target.
What I've been up to was look at my camera. You can't see it. 'cause
Oh,
we're
yes.
not doing video yet. I got shout out Amazon Prime Days. Got this puppy for $60 rather than $90 friggin' dollars.
Oh yeah, that is
It's
convincing.
the
85,
it's the miniature Millennium Falcon for those who
but the
can't
Starship Collection one.
Which
It's
is
a really
everybody.
good set.
see. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I have it
excited
at
to build
home.
it.
There's
If
a
you-
lot
if
of
you
fun
need proof
Easter eggs
since you
in
can't
it.
see. There it is. There's the proof. I
Yeah.
just scared the crap out of my cat.
Yeah.
I also saw Superman 3 times. And I've been reading a lot of Superman comics. I'm very hope-filled right now.
So bro is not staying on target for Star Wars. Bro would let the Death Star like blow up Yavin 4.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they deserve
No,
it.
no.
Anyway,
Didn't know we have an Empire truther in the
Wow.
chat. Bet you're real excited for Empire Day, Hunter.
you know, you give me some
Empire
balloons and
Day!
we're good.
Thank you, Hannah. I was waiting for it. I was waiting for
Like a
somebody to say it.
weasel.
It's so colorful.
And I finally finished Death Stranding 2, so I can finally play
Outlaws.
Donkey
Outlaws.
Kong. Donkey Kong.
No.
If you don't play Outlaws,
Donkey Kong
Hunter,
1.
me and Logan are going to come
I'm
after you.
gonna
I made a
play-
different account to vote
Play
for that.
Star
For
Wars
you.
Outlaws. You did? Was that you? That's crazy.
Bro said, "Was that?"
Yeah, I'm
you?
gonna start.
That's
Star
crazy.
Wars Outlaws. All right, listen. I get a lot of people look at my stuff that I don't know. Okay, I have a big fan base. What can I say?
Hunter
You do.
stands.
Yeah.
You're famous.
So yeah,
Hunter
Jacob,
Stan.
what about
If
you?
you got to this point in the
Fans
podcast, just
all over
comment
the place.
hashtag Hunter Stan in the comments down below. If you're watching on YouTube.
please. I need
Please.
more fans.
What about me?
Yeah.
In terms of Star Wars, still reading a lot of the EU books. Still collecting a lot of the books. I just got
Brother reads.
some mass paperback versions of the Heir to the Empire trilogy, which it's nice to have them in
Ooh.
that format. Got some Essential Legends
Buying
stuff.
books that he already has.
Listen, somebody on Twitter said this, and I will stand by it. It's so true. Someone, this person I follow that just buys like all of these Star Wars books, they made a post and it was like, "Oh, why do you keep buying books that you haven't read yet? Oh, okay, well that's the equivalent of being like, oh, why don't you eat all of the food in your house before you go out and eat ever again? Now do you realize how ridiculous you sound?"
That's
No,
not
okay, that makes sense.
at all.
It's
But don't
so
you already
true.
have Heir to the Empire?
I do, but you know what's better than having it once?
They have a
Having
lot
it
of cover
again.
variants, though.
He's like buying like two cartons of eggs before he's like opened one
Logan,
carton.
here's the thing though. The more
Jacob.
copies you have of that trilogy, the less likely people are going to call you a shill, you know? It's like
You're right.
it's like
yeah,
armor,
yeah.
man.
Now you're overcompensating. Yeah. He's
I
using
will
a
say,
bulletproof
though,
vest.
the Heir to the Empire trilogy, the different cover variants it has are really cool. So, like, there's multiple you can have just to, like, for them to look nice on your shelf.
They
Yeah.
definitely are an aesthetic. But I've read a lot of EU books since the last podcast. I've read all of the canon books. I'm trying to think of where I'm at right now. In
The fact
EU.
that you've read all of the canon books is insane.
I
Yeah.
can't believe
It's really impressive.
that I made it that far that quick. But I highly
Props
recommend
to
it.
ya.
And you know, I
now you have
can't
to do
say
a
that
test for it.
I should. That would be such
Yeah,
a good
'Cause
video.
now you can like definitively say it. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I might do that this week.
Cut that out. Don't let anybody steal your ideas. Cut that out.
I should do that. I'm trying to think of what else. There are some books coming up soon that I'll have to read. Like, we're gonna talk about it later, but there's an Acolyte YA book coming out next week, and then in August there's a Bad Batch book that I'm really excited about. So I'll have to read those two to keep my read all of canon status. But for the EU, I've read all of the Jedi Academy trilogy, which I thought was mostly just okay. And then I read a book called I, Jedi, which is written in the first person. It was okay. But I'm on a book called Children of the Jedi now. which I think is
Have
pretty
you
okay.
have you read the book where Han Solo fights the giant otter
That
yet?
is from a comic.
Oh
So
yeah, when does that come in?
Oh my god,
I
wait.
want to get to that one. I'm excited to.
I've
Oh,
heard
yeah.
about this and I totally forgot about it.
Yeah.
I need a poster of that.
I'm gonna
on my
actually
wall.
put, for those that don't know what we're talking about, I'm gonna put the image on the screen now because it is like you just have to see it to
Put it in the
believe it.
thumbnail.
I am mad that we didn't get that in
Put it in the
Solo.
thumbnail. That'll get people. Yeah.
I need to know about this because I just know that it exists, but I like why?
Someone in the comments though is gonna be like, they called it an otter. It's not an otter. It's Shimu, the
It's an otter.
whatever. Yeah, it's the space otter, dude. Just like, come on. But honestly, not much for me in terms of staying on target. It really has been a dry spell, but it's been a great time to read books and kind of let things breathe before we get into The Mandalorian and Grogu next year. So, yeah.
Woohoo!
And I've done nothing. I haven't touched Star Wars Outlaws since we last talked, and I feel really bad about it because I'm trying not to let it die in the water. And I know this was everybody's favorite segment was hearing me talk about the canon timeline. But I've been juggling a ton in my personal life, and it's been really hard to find time to sit and focus on doing such a big game. That's the thing. It's a very large type of game, and I told myself that I would just kind of do like the main quest, but it's like with that game, you kind of do have to do some of the side stuff in order to prepare yourself for the rest of the game.
Last episode, you were making fun of me. You're like, I'm playing this game at a Hannah pace.
Yeah,
Now,
I've been playing it out worse than a Hannah pace.
You get it.
Yeah,
And
think it was,
I
like, ever
bet I
since-
could get the 100% trophy before you.
That sounds like
Ooh.
a challenge.
Probably.
That's a
You
challenge.
dare challenge Hannah to Star
I'm
Wars
not even going to
Outlaws?
argue.
Yeah,
I agree
I'm going
with
to,
you.
actually. I'm making this a challenge.
but yeah, so it's like
We're
I
gonna
haven't really
play
done a
next,
ton of
though.
Star Wars stuff. I've been picking up a lot of other
I'll start
of
right
my
now.
hobbies or interests, which is fine. Maybe I will. No, I can't. I was about to say I could just like finish Reign of the Empire, but I can't do that yet. I need to at least get to, I don't know, because like once I finish Outlaws, it's just Return of the Jedi and then like Battlefront Squadrons and then just like the entire Mandoverse and then the sequels and then it's like I'm done.
True.
So it's like I just need to push through this one game because it's not like Squadrons or Battlefront are like, you know, terribly big titles either.
And this is the game that even sparked your interest to do this
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
That
I
is
think we were
true.
saying that. I forgot, but yeah, because like that was like literally what I said back in the day was that I wanted to see how it all fits in with Outlaws, but I just need to find motivation because it's a very
62 hours for the completionist. I can do that. Easy.
yeah. So that's me with Star Wars. I haven't even like bought any like Lego sets lately. I might pick up the K2SO one when that drops in August.
Yeah,
though, 'cause that's
that
a really
set
cool one.
looks
I don't know if you guys have seen that.
amazing.
I love that
Wait,
one.
what?
It's a really good one.
You
I
not
like
see it,
severely run out
Hunter?
of space too. You haven't seen the K2SO set?
No.
Oh my god,
You're missing out.
Someone
It's really
vamp while I
cool.
look it up. Yeah, Hunter, look
Seen
at
it. That's kind of hot.
$90.
It is long legs.
That's
Really good price apart. Anyways, all right. So I think that's
She's
what we
got
got
long legs
for
on today.
this segment.
Stay on target.
Jacob, do you want to get into the meat of our episode?
Yeah, sure. I do want to say this though, real quick. Before we jump into that, real fast, I do want to say that we don't have a fan question for this week. But if you do have a fan question for us that you would like for us to potentially answer on a future episode of the podcast, you can tag us on Twitter at JustCratePod and tweet your question to us or post your question to us with the hashtag FeelingCrate. We have a graphic on the screen now. If you want to do it, you sure can. Also, I'm going to give the mic to Hannah real quick because Hannah did something for the podcast this week that we definitely need to shout out. So, Hannah, I'm going to let you take it away here.
Yeah, we finally have an Instagram, and this is us forcing ourselves to create stuff. So hopefully we will have video going soon. And you can we'll post fun reels and like clips from the pod episodes and stuff, promote the episodes, but we'll also maybe post some other fun content on there. So go follow us. It's also at Just Crate Pod.
The 2.5 minute clip of
Stay
us
tuned.
stuttering.
Yes, maybe we might do something for that one because I have it. It's really funny. Yeah, we'll post stuff on there and it'll all be Star Wars.
Sweet. So
Nice.
y'all can follow us there, or I guess that was that was me growing up in a southern state coming out saying y'all. You guys can follow us there.
Hey,
Link will be down.
I say y'all all the time.
Listen, it's a great way to kind of just like bring everything together. And what better way to bring things together than by following us on Instagram? So link to that will be down in the description down below. Thank you. I try. But link to that will be down in the description below. And you guys can follow us there, and we'll post some fun stuff on there. Probably starting next week after we upload this episode. So let's hop into this week's news. There's not a lot of news for this week, but I do kind of want to talk about just a few things. We've talked about books a lot on the podcast lately, whether it's Hannah reading Dark Disciple or me reading canon books and then legend stuff, and then
Billions must read.
Billions must always read. But we actually have a lot of book news. Next week, there's a book, a YA book about the Acolyte that follows Yord and Jeki. And it drops next week if you're listening to the podcast
Yord
right
Horde.
now. So somehow the Yord Horde has returned. And the Jeki Jam.
And the Jeki Jam.
The Jeki Jam.
So
That one really
I
made
missed
sense
the
to me.
Acolyte era.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No. I thought you were going to elaborate.
I think I might need to
like-
pick it up. No, like it's like the jam, like I feel like I don't think of a jam as like a thing, you know? I always think of it as
Yeah.
like a
You're
verb
jamming out,
or like the food. Yeah.
you know?
Like Jeki Jamboree.
The Jeki Jamboree.
Something like that. Yeah.
Nice.
Alright.
But
I think I might need to read this one because I do miss the Acolyte severely.
I definitely want to read it.
Do we know anything about its plot details or
I'm
no?
looking it up now.
I do not.
Thanks, you're so prepared, King.
So it's called The Acolyte, The Crystal Crown by Tessa Gratton. It comes out on July 29th. I've already pre-ordered a copy. I'm really excited for it, actually.
Really?
And it says it follows fan favorite Jedi Padawans Jeki and Yord from the Disney Plus live action series The Acolyte. While their Jedi masters clean
Renew
up
the
a political
Acolyte!
mess. So it seems like while they are cleaning up a political mess, their masters, it just kind of follows what Yord and Jeki have kind of got going on. And they kind of have their own little adventure. So sounds really exciting. Excited about that. But it's not just Acolyte fans that are going to be eating good next week. Bad Batch stands, we're so back, actually. We have a new book coming out called Sanctuary, which is about the Bad Batch. And
Bad Batch.
the author, let me look it up right now. The author of the book, Lamar Giles, I hope I'm saying that right. They said in an interview earlier this week something that I thought was really cool. And they were like, yeah, I basically wanted to write a story that felt like an episode of the show for Bad Batch fans that just kind of fits perfectly in between. I think it's seasons 1 and 2. I could be mistaken. It could be season 2. It's before.
So Tech is alive.
Yes, Tech is alive. Somehow Tech has returned.
I'm down.
But
He lost it.
listen, man, I just got to do it every episode. It's my thing. Everybody has their shtick. That's mine. But
Get a better shtick.
listen, I've been running the shtick for about
Don't touch my stick.
what is it? Like 6 years now since that movie's been released. But no, we have 2 books coming out for Acolyte fans and Bad Batch fans. And I think that's great. I think it's really cool that in the midst of kind of like a drought to where like we don't have anything kind of going on,
Yeah.
we have something for fans of those two things. So I think that that's really cool. The biggest news, though, for this week in Star Wars, and this is where I'm going to kind of pass the mic around, and we can talk about this. Andor Emmys. Andor got nominated for so many Emmys,
Woohoo!
but
Yes.
no Diego.
Many.
Somehow
Luna.
less than The Last of Us season 2.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, so I can't say
Diego
much.
Luna.
But
Oh, I can say
Right.
so much.
okay, well,
I digress.
Duh.
I will say that.
Logan
I will
is
say that.
sitting up.
to stay on target. Logan, how do you feel about the Andor Emmys and Diego Luna sadly getting snubbed?
Yeah, let me look up a list of everything that they got. I know it's weird that they didn't get any actor nominations besides Alan Tudyk, which I feel like
Yeah.
is just kind of like a
That's wild.
I don't know. It's like a weird sort of like I don't like it feels like a obligation almost to only do that one. 'Cause
Right.
it feels like the obvious choice because I don't really know like
And
what
of course,
other
it's the one actor that like is playing a CGI robot.
Yeah.
So
Oh, also
the
we did
face
get
is really-
Forrest Whitaker as the guest actor, which I think he absolutely
Okay.
deserves.
Yes.
Let's see. Let's look at our list. We got 14 nominations. Outstanding drama series, which I obviously thank God got that. Outstanding production design for a narrative period or fantasy program, 1 hour or more. We got outstanding cinematography for a series. I also think it's deserved.
It is.
Outstanding fantasy sci-fi costumes, absolutely deserved.
Mhm.
Outstanding director for a drama series, outstanding picture editing for a drama series, outstanding music composition for a series, outstanding original music and lyrics. They got that for "Who Are You" from the Gorman anthem.
Oh, good.
They got outstanding guest actor in a drama for Forrest Whitaker as Saw Gerrera. Outstanding character voiceover performance. It's Alan Tudyk as K2SO. And they have outstanding sound editing for a comedy or drama series. Outstanding sound mixing for a comedy or drama series. Outstanding special visual effects in a season or a movie, outstanding writing for a drama series, and I think that's it. So it's a lot about the production side of it, which I do think is I'm glad that they're getting their props because the creative team
Yeah.
behind it is seriously incredible. I especially like that, like the visual stuff, like the costume design, because
Costume design
Cobalt-
goes crazy.
Yeah.
Cobalt would post
Shout
like
out
these
Cobalt.
4K resolution things about the costumes, especially during the Mothma wedding.
Mhm.
And they were just fascinating to look at.
Mhm.
But
So
I
detailed.
do think it is just it's really disappointing that none of the core cast besides Forrest Whitaker and Alan Tudyk got any sort of nominations
crazy.
for their acting,
Yeah,
which I think is
especially
insane.
Kind of
Diego.
not
I
fair.
mean-
Yeah,
Hello?
Diego not getting it for being a lead in the series, and I will be petty and bring up The Last of Us. But Pedro Pascal had what 3 episodes that he was in,
Mhm.
and it was under probably an hour total of screen time for a 7-hour series, and he got the lead actor nomination for that, which I feel isn't even a thing. I guess if you
Yeah.
it's one of those things where it's because obviously Bella Ramsey would be the actress nomination for that, but it's do you even need to have a submission for best actor? Because I feel that's kind of unnecessary.
Mhm.
Anyways,
I also feel like
uh,
Genevieve O'Reilly
Yeah.
should have had a
absolutely.
I was thinking about that
Um,
too.
'Cause, I mean, she was
Denise Go,
phenomenal.
her range, showcasing an actor's range, I think is really important. I think Denise Go as
Oh,
Dedra
absolutely.
is one that really should have deserved having a supporting
Yes.
nomination.
Oh, this is making me so
Also-
upset.
Elizabeth Dulalu, is that how you pronounce her last name?
Delu.
Delo, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought there was another L in
something
there.
like that.
Not getting a nomination for Clea, I think is personally criminal.
Yeah.
I think she was one of
I'm
the best.
personally
I agree.
offended by that. Honestly.
Especially
because-
considering Andor is her first project ever out of acting school.
It's her first project, which is praise in itself. But the fact that Tony Gilroy saw her in season 1 and decided to make her a forefront character in season 2
Mhm.
because of her acting potential,
Yes.
I think that was enough to sort of tell the people behind the Emmys hey, this is something to point out. I don't know. I feel like every
Really
single
great choice
actor
on
in that
his
show
part.
should have gotten
Oh,
something for it,
100%.
as thankful as I am that I got
Yeah.
so many nominations, the things that I really wish it would have gotten nominated for it's
did
just so
not.
lacking, and I want to know why.
Yeah.
And it's like anyone who's oh my god, anyone who's seen the show knows that it's like a no-brainer. But like, this is why, in a lot of respects, I don't really care about award shows as much, because I feel like they always snub
Yeah.
the things that I feel like should truly be nominated. And
Well,
in a lot of cases,
and the
like,
people that decide it, I just feel like they don't share the public opinion.
I was about to say the same thing. I feel like, because like, I'll
Yeah.
never forget the time. I think it was like Gwyneth Paltrow at the Oscars. Sorry, Gwyneth Paltrow, if you're listening to this in the random event that you are.
We know that you are.
Um,
Yeah.
If you're listening, well, yeah.
But like, I'll never forget the time that I think it was her. I'm not entirely sure. It was someone. Someone was like, "Oh, have you seen The Favorite?" And they were like, "Well, no, but I've seen Bohemian Rhapsody." And like, this is someone who was like voting for the Academy, for like the Oscars, and it's
Right.
like,
Yeah.
I feel like if
I think
you're
it's
going to
didn't they
vote-
just make it so that you need to watch the stuff in order to
I think
vote?
so, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
The fact
Yeah.
that that was not a rule beforehand is
That's what
insane.
I'm
Because
saying.
how are you picking
Does not-
stuff that you haven't even
not make
seen?
sense.
Yeah.
it's crazy. Hunter, do you have
Also,
any strong
like-
opinions?
My opinions cannot be shared because they'll get me in trouble.
Okay.
Okay.
I was just gonna say, like, I think so much of it is also the stigma around Disney Plus, like, as a streaming platform. Because I feel like so much of it is sort of like there is like an inherent bias against it. Like when you have things like, well, I guess I can't really name any off the top of my head that like wouldn't get me like immediately like thrown under the bus. But it's like it's fair to say that like some Disney Plus shows have been lacking in quality relative to the rest of like TV that we're getting and stuff, So I think that there's a lot of bias towards that versus something like, I'm just going to keep comparing to The Last of Us because frankly, I didn't really enjoy that season. And this is coming from someone who really loves the game. Coming from The Last of Us, which is on HBO, which, has like the reputation of like Game of Thrones, and like like The Sopranos is on there, something like that. So
Yeah.
it's like there's a name that comes with like the HBO title, and I think if you have something like or despite its quality, if it is a Disney Plus show, people are going to pay less attention to it, which is the unfortunate case, which is really
Yeah.
frustrating because I think like just because something is on Disney Plus doesn't mean that it can't be like really really good television. Like you had people like my mother watching the first season of Andor, and she just like enjoyed it because it was a good show. Like I think that's it's worth mentioning in and of itself. So it's really disappointing to see like so many of like the creative sides of it getting like snubbed, because I think like there you had like best like writing in here, but like it's like you recognize the writing but you can't recognize the people that performed it. I don't know. It's just
Right? Yeah.
it's just severely disappointing to me.
Yeah.
But I hope that they know, like I hope that the cast know, I'm sure that they do, that like all the fans like
Oh,
really
yeah.
appreciate all the work that they put into it.
Absolutely.
And I know that they will, but
And
Yeah,
That's my
you know
thoughts
what?
for-
I'm just thankful
Yeah.
that the show got nominated for a lot of things that I do feel like it was deserved for.
Yes.
for best drama, I think is
Yes.
a lot to
It
That's
is.
that's a
Like,
big one.
Cinematography.
they may be up
too.
against Severance, but like even just like being in there is like pretty crazy.
I feel like cinematography.
I haven't even seen
might
Severance,
have
but
it in the
I'm
bag.
assuming
that
that
show just looks incredible.
I
Yeah,
think Andor would be better than Severance, honestly.
sound design, I think it might have it in the bag.
Mhm.
Yeah, I can see that.
What
It's
else have we
better.
What else? What else was nominated for best drama?
got? Let's see, best drama Emmys. I think The Last of Us is there.
Logan's
Of
gonna
course it
crash
is.
out.
Out of
Who are they
freaking
paying?
crash out. I'm
Oh,
outstanding.
Okay.
Nomination. So, give me the nominees. Give me the nominees. Nominees. Sorry, somebody vamp for me.
I agree with what you said. Where it's seen as lesser because
Oh,
even
okay, here we go.
the Oscars do the same thing because
Yeah,
with
they
like
do.
animation.
they
Yeah.
don't. Like, Yeah.
We got 8 nominations for best outstanding drama series. We got Andor, The Diplomat, Paradise, Slow Horses, Severance, The Last of Us, The Pit, and The White Lotus.
Oh, yep.
I haven't heard of half of those.
I've seen a bit of Paradise and like an episode of Severance. My family has seen The Pit. They like it a lot.
I've
don't-
heard really good things about The Pit.
Yeah, and then like I have people that like really like The White Lotus. I don't know anything about The Diplomat or Slow Horses, but all I know is that The Last of Us ain't winning. And if it does, then I'm very angry.
I mean, we already don't take these things seriously, but they don't make it
Yeah,
even
I don't remember the last time I really took awards seriously for anything.
They're just fun to watch.
I think
wonder
that's
what
like
about
part of it in itself. You know?
period.
I will say, because I feel like we're all getting pressed about like certain things not getting nominated. Hope.
Yeah.
I have some hope, literally and metaphorically, and I think that this is going to be a great way to kind of round out the podcast. I know that this is going to be a shorter one, but I think it'll be a fun one, and I think that we've talked about a lot of cool stuff so far.
Short and sweet.
That's just how we keep it, and that's just great, you know. But to kind of round things out, David Cornsweat, Superman, if you will.
Oh yes, I forgot about this.
My Pookie Bear.
We said we were going to talk about Superman later, and you know, I really love the movie. If you've seen the movie, I hope that you liked it too. If you're listening to this now, and you've watched the movie, I don't know where I was going with that one, but I do know where I'm going here. David Cornsweat apparently is a huge Star Wars nerd. And I think that that's so awesome. I think it's so cool. Like, there's been clips of him talking about, like, certain characters, like Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan and Anakin. And there's even a video of him, like, reciting the entire ending of, like, A New Hope whenever they're doing the countdown stuff. It's so cool.
There is a clip where he was doing like a press thing with Rachel Brosnahan, and he would talk about Star Wars, and then they both kind of they threw like a shot back basically, because I guess they have a thing where if David
every time
says,
he brings
like
it
mentions Star Wars, then they have to like do like a shot, quote unquote. So it's funny that he talks about it that much to like where they need to like call it out.
That is so me though. Like that's how my friends are with me talking about Star Wars.
Yeah, no, like it's like really funny. I will like hang out with people that like don't know that I'm into Star Wars, and it's like I will see how long I can go without talking about it. And as soon as they mention Star Wars, I'm like, oh. But it's like really funny because like I think David in an interview has said that he would rather play in Star Wars than do another Superman sequel.
No,
which I don't even think like
man.
Slow down.
No. He said himself that he would rather do a Star Wars project than
he did say it.
Slow down. I need you back as Superman.
Yeah,
we all need him back as Superman.
Which I don't even think is like a knock on. I don't even think it's a knock on Superman. I think it's just how much he loves Star Wars.
I have a fan cast.
Oh, okay.
Please.
That's where I was getting at.
We should. I say we like I'm the one deciding, but we should put him in the Starfighter.
I was about to say the same thing.
Yes.
Oh my god.
It's perfect.
I
started filming it, right?
No,
we
Jacob,
were
I was going to say it earlier. I was going to say it earlier when I brought this up at 2:00 when I texted you guys. Okay, this is my
Is
idea.
it because of the thing that you saw on my story?
Yeah, actually, it was.
What was it?
I shared this fan art. Somebody made
like,
a propaganda poster of an X-wing pilot, but it was David.
Oh yeah.
And it said, "Put this man in a Star War."
I think they should make him a droid.
No,
Just, like,
he's
not
the
even-
X- Yeah, there it is.
I need to see his face. I need to see his face.
I agree.
We do need.
Wow,
the
it's so perfect. I think if you give him like a mustache, give him like a Henry Cavill mustache, and he would fit right in the rebellion. Like,
Yeah, like the Rogue One mustaches.
I also
Yeah.
have y'all seen somebody said he kind of looks like Hayden Christensen, and I have seen
oh yeah,
some old resurfaced YouTube videos of him, and he like they have very similar faces.
I
yeah.
can't see it.
I won't say where, but I've seen David with curly hair, like that's like a bit longer. And I for a second when I was watching the movie that was in, I was like, "Whoa, this guy looks like Hayden Christensen." for a
Hayden
second.
Christensen?
Can you tell us all?
And then I was like, "Yeah." But yeah, what would you do, Jacob, if you had to cast him in something?
Well, he said he wanted to be a pilot, so I feel like Starfighter again is just so perfect for him.
Yeah.
And I feel like it would just be a dream come true, you know. And I think that that's perfect. I really
the
can't
action
see
scenes.
anything
I think he'd be a
else.
good
I
Jedi.
really can't see anything else.
I know.
I can see him as a really good Jedi, honestly.
You know what?
Honestly,
I would love him as like a proper mentor to the Skeleton Crew kids. Like if they like found like a different like person sort of like lead him.
Wait.
I think that he would be so good with kids.
Wait.
And I think that he'd really
Anti-Jod.
fit in
It's
Skeleton
so
Crew.
good.
Yeah, like an antithesis
Dodge.
to Jod. Like you don't need like Zod. I need David Cornsweet to fight Jod. You know. I think that's my personal fan cast. Like right off the bat, put him in
Logan,
Skeleton
that
Crew
was
season
great.
2 as like a new mentor for them.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There
Give
you
us
go.
a second season now. Put
Give us
David
the
in
second
it.
season of Skeleton Crew. Yeah. I can't wait to watch that one again. I love Skeleton Crew.
I love that show. It was so good. It was such like a feel
Just the
good
soundtrack.
type of
Oh yeah,
so good.
that show has become severely underrated. I feel like in the past months.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, we need to start talking about Skeleton Crew
We
again.
should
Should we
have
like a little Skeleton Crew like resurgence on Twitter?
We should have a
should.
special episode of the
think we
podcast
should
So
find
where
one.
we
everybody
talk about
listening
it.
to this, start talking
Yeah.
about Skeleton Crew again.
That's a great idea.
Once
we
I
should
once
do
I get
it.
there. Yeah,
I was so
once I
enthusiastic
get there,
about
the
that.
time you guys will. No, I was too. Don't worry. I just need to catch up to that point. Someone like force me to like play Outlaws, please, because I'm so tired of
Play Outlaws.
not being done with it. Pay me and I'll do it.
Pay you
Oh.
to play a video
I'm
game.
broke.
Oh.
What?
Well,
Pay me to play a video game that I own.
I'm saving for Disney.
Okay, my fault.
Yeah, I'm saving for stuff.
Valid.
I can't pay you.
I'm
sorry.
gonna try to go this winter.
All right,
I haven't
put David
decided yet.
Cornsweet in Star Wars.
Please.
Kathleen Kennedy, if you're watching this,
Yeah,
please.
Also,
we know that
This
you
is
are.
the first
Before
time.
you leave,
I feel like this is the first time since I was like a teenager that I've seen a movie and have instantly become obsessed with the actor. Also, to say, I've said this like on Twitter and everything, and to all my friends, like, I am not much of a DC Comics fan,
Yeah,
but the Superman movie was so good. It got me hooked
neither am I.
on the movie, on the character, and David.
Yeah,
I love it.
And
I love to
David.
see it.
that entire cast. Yeah, I've literally had like a little Batman minifigure this entire time while we've been recording.
Oh, look at it.
It's my little animated series one. I love him so much. His cape
I
is
do
blue.
have-
I don't know if you guys can see
Old
that.
Batman itty bitty in my possession, but it's because Kaylee gave it to me because Batman is her favorite. So she gave it to me. So this is like me, but it's
Yeah,
with my like plushie collection.
I want to get into DC like properly. I like dip my toes here and there, but I want to like know it. You know?
I still think that.
Yeah, the only movies I've seen are like Suicide Squad and Birds of Prey, Wonder Woman,
Mhm.
and now this.
Birds of Prey bangs.
Absolutely, I'm with you.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a really fun one.
I guess just to like to bring it back to Star Wars.
Oh yeah,
I
This
know.
is gonna
Sorry.
be called like the episode that we don't talk about Star Wars.
Yeah, honestly, that would be a great one.
That would be a really funny title. I
Star
might
who?
actually make it the title. But
Yeah,
again, I think that in the midst of like a very dry spell with Star Wars, new Star Wars content, aside from like books and comics and things like that, while we don't have a show, I guess that I would personally recommend revisiting Skeleton Crew. I'd love to see a resurgence of
Yes.
that online, like we just talked about. I think it'd be really fun, really cool. I think that reading books, whether in canon or the EU, right now is a perfect time to get into that. So if you're someone that has wanted to check out those stories and you're like, like I just don't really have the time, the books and the audiobooks you can find so many places. I have a whole video about it that I actually just uploaded to the channel a couple weeks ago. So I'll link that in a card probably right now. But now is a great time to do that as well. So I feel like in the midst of kind of like a dry season with Star Wars, there's a lot of things to still enjoy, and there's a lot of things to really look forward to, especially knowing that this fall we might get a theatrical re-release of The Force Awakens that I think would be really cool.
More
Please,
than
For its
likely.
10-year anniversary.
Manifesting.
I'm just really manifesting that one.
Please.
And we are less than a year
Please.
away. Hunter, I was
Kathy,
I was
please.
trying to keep it together the whole time. I just could not. But we're less than a year away
I'm begging.
until the new
I'm on my knees.
Star Wars theatrical project. which I think is really cool too. So there's a lot of things to look forward to, and I think that that's actually
Rebuild the Galaxy Season 2.
Yes, there is that too. So people who are
Yes,
fans
Rebuild the
of
Galaxy. So excited for that.
Legos and quirky Star Wars, I guess we do have that to look forward to. And I'm really excited to see where they go with it, because if you haven't seen Rebuild the Galaxy, you actually should really watch it, because it's really
so
good.
fun.
It's a lot of fun.
Because gotta say, Lego Star Wars anything is always fun, but I had way more fun watching that when it came out than I even thought I would.
Yeah.
You can't hear it, but Hunter just did the Yoda screaming sound effect on the
Dang it!
That
I don't think it picks up the
so
sound.
I
bad.
wish it did.
Yeah.
We would get so much mileage out of it if it did, though.
No, it would be
get
so
nothing
funny.
done. Alrighty, wrap it up for Jacob.
Actually,
before this continues.
if I'm editing this, I have all of those saved on my laptop. I could add it in.
Hannah, that would
Yeah.
actually be
Roger
awesome if
that.
you could add the stuff in.
I think I can. Well, not those.
All right, all
Only
right.
the Star Wars one.
On that
All
note,
right.
on that note, Hannah, you have to add in
It's
all
enough
those air.
slices.
You have to add in all of those air horns
Please
that
do.
Hunter just put in. It was ridiculous. But that all being
won't.
said, thank you guys so
Golly.
much for watching or listening. Again, we're on YouTube and on Spotify. So regardless of how you're listening,
And on Instagram.
thank you so much.
And on
Instagram.
Twitter.
Yes, and we're on Instagram and on Twitter too. Links to those will be in the description down below, and make sure to follow us there because we'll have a lot of fun stuff. I know that we've talked about it before too. We're also in the process of talking about if you're a subscriber to the podcast on Spotify, exclusive content in the future, whether it be like small podcast episodes where we talk about things occasionally here and there. I think we've discussed it a little bit, but I'd really think it'd be cool to start that up soon. But we'll talk about that a little bit later, and once we kind of get things going with that, then we'll definitely announce it on a public podcast episode. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for listening. Dap us up in the Force. And as always, until the next episode, may the Force be with you.